Hey guys, Puppy's World here, and I just wanted to show you a few things that I'm working on now. I got a lot of stuff that I'm doing, especially I got some free time lately, and yeah, I'm building some new things. So I wanted to just show you this before I tear it all down and set it up. And by the way, I haven't gotten rid of the SC97 yet, so I'm probably going to list that on eBay in a little bit, just to because I don't need a second one. So, but I got a little build here, some products that I was going to set up soon. I mean, I can unbox them on camera, but I don't really think that people really care to see this stuff. But one of the things that is kind of rare, I just wanted to show you. And I normally pair this guy up. This is one of my favorite Pioneer Elite receivers, as opposed to the SC97 and 99. But I just wanted to show you this before I set them on up in the basement. I usually pair, this is the SC05. I normally pair him up with the BDP05 blue disc player that I've got, that you can see in my previous videos in the office of my first property. That was my first home that my wife and I owned together. That was the first house we ever bought. We put 20% down on it to get rid of the mortgage tax, and yeah, it worked out pretty good. So, accumulating other properties, and as you go along, one of the things you look for is theater rooms in the basement. It's always fun to start with a fresh basement and do the finishing of it yourself, because you can use acoustic-friendly materials and whatnot. But just wanted to show you this guy, in case you're interested. He's still got the piano gloss finish, and that's what I like, because as you can probably tell, if you look at my videos on the SC97, I don't know if I've shown you the SC99, but the 97, they went away with the piano gloss front finish, and God, it really, really hurt my feelings when they did that, because this stuff all matched up, and this stuff kind of matches up as well too, but more or less the N50 and the A20 are kind of paired to go together, but neither of them have that piano gloss finish. So to be honest with you, it's like you're kind of stuck in like 2005 to 2010 era with the Pioneer Elite stuff that is piano gloss finish. But this is really interesting to me. I love this. Is probably one of my favorite 7-channel receivers. It was one of the first ones I acquired with DTS HD Master Audio. Yeah, I know. But it was one of the first one I acquired with DTS HD Master Audio and Dolby True HD. And it was my second THX certified receiver, but this one blew the first one away. By the way, the first one I had that was THX certified, it was a 7-channel. It was the 1017 TXV from Pioneer. It wasn't an Elite, but it had just regular THX, not Ultra or anything like that. But this one's got the Select 2 Plus Surround EX modes, and then it also had the Neural. Let's see if I can focus in on that really quick. Yeah, the Neural Surround from THX Technologies. But one of the reasons I love this receiver more than anything, not only his wattage is insane. I can get the specifications on him if people care to know about this guy. I'm never going to sell him, believe you. But the digital to analog converter in him, the DAC, it's a Wolfson 32-bit DAC, and that's why I love this receiver for anything going in digital and turning analog to them. Let me just show you this really quick. I don't think many people care, but it does have a front optical front S-video, and then got your composites there in the front, the left and right in a video. But they're nice inputs, with the gold-plated, and then you got the gold-plated headphone jack, not the 3.5. Now you got a full headphone jack there, which is nice. Got all your controls in the front there, your auto surround versus stream direct, your home THX, and then your standard surround, advanced surround, then your stereo versus ALC, control buttons and multi-zone. It is a 3-zone receiver, believe it or not. I think this guy would be from 2008, if I had to guess. No, you're not doing that. But, so I'm going to set this. I got, obviously some toys packed up here that I'm going to set up in a theater build in the basement, and I just wanted to show you. Of course, I'm going to be going Marantz, though, with the Emotiva stuff. I mean, that's what I've really, come to like the most. For reference quality detail sound, I really love the Klipsch Reference Series 24 Fs, but they're 75 watt RMS speakers. They don't even go up to 100 watts. So for like blasting music, I have to say, if I were to do a review on the Klipsch RF24s, the 26s and the 28s are different because the 26s have 6-inch speakers. The 28s obviously have 8-inch, and then you can guess the 24s have 4 inches. But the 26s are like 100 watts, and then the 28s are like 120 watts. So I was a lot happier with the 26s and the 28s. And in fact, to be honest with you, when I got these and set them up, in my basement specifically, was not happy at all. But in previous videos, you can see that, well, I have this guy, one of him, in my office, and for a small room like that, for an office setting like that, or a bedroom, oh man, it works perfect. But I mean, what? I just wanted to show you one of the things I'm going to be doing soon, and that is this. I got some stuff that I wanted to do a review on from Amazon, and it was extremely cheap. So I wanted to compare some of this stuff real quickly. No, not the phone case from Pelican. That was just something I needed. But keep in mind that the Pelican stuff is lifetime warranty, all of it, and it's used in the military. I've used it prior. They've got boxes that are air pressurized with release valves and stuff, but they're lifetime guarantee. So the Pelican stuff is probably one of my favorite in terms of all sorts of cases. But yeah, this isn't concerning that. But yeah, the cat's trying to fit herself in there. One of the things I wanted to show you, though, was these wires. So I got some new wires, and believe it or not, I'm going to tell you the prices I got this stuff. Obviously, I got it on Amazon. Keep in mind, Prime Day is coming up, July 11th. You can start ordering July 10th and all that, but for 2017, Prime Day is July 10th at like 10 p.m. But I didn't even order these on Prime Day, of course. And yeah, this is a subwoofer cable. It was $2. So let me just show you this really quickly. 25 feet. And I will compare these subwoofer cables, of course, to my nice Audioquests and whatnot, and see how they work out. But just wanted to show you these. I just opened it up with a knife, by the way, just sitting right there. I don't want her near that. But just give you an idea what these look like. Yeah, they look kind of fancy. They're protected with a rubber insulation jacketing. Yeah, the purple was a nice little touch on there. The gold-plated, the twisted, end cap, similar to Monster's design. But, yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are aware of Blue Jeans Cable's patent infringement on Monster, and how Monster tried to claim that they made a patent infringement on their design, specifically for an RCA cable like this, but was squashed because the owner of Blue Jeans Cables has a law degree and was able to prove otherwise. So this is not a patented design to Monster, but literally, I'm going to tell you that I got this cable for less than $3. I'm not kidding you. It was like $2.60 on Amazon for a 25-foot subwoofer cable with Prime shipping, so for free shipping. And I'm going to tell you what else I got here. So I will compare this subwoofer cable. It's 25 feet, as I said. So I'm going to compare him. I'll set him up to the SVS and stuff. I'll compare him to all different types of stuff. But then one of the other things that I wanted to compare to, and I haven't opened it up yet, so I'll go ahead and open this, is I just got the cheapest speaker wire I could possibly get for surround speakers. And I can do a comparison with 16 gauge versus 14 gauge speaker wire, and I'll compare it from Amazon. I'll move up further to things like this, and just wanted to let you know I got these. You'll never believe where I got these. Dollar store, $1. So you can store your records in here, wires and stuff and whatnot, extra stuff, whatever. Dollar store, $1. I believe it was Family Dollar or something. I don't know, Dollar General. I really don't know. But, yeah, dollar store near here. So let me show you what I'm going to compare those wires to. I can open up that box in a second here, but I've got two different kinds of speaker wire here. They're both from Monster, yeah, I know. And I'll look at the Audioquest stuff as well and compare those. But so here is a Monster. This is all in-wall rated CL3 speaker wire, but I've got two different kinds here. So I've got a pretty big, thick gauge. So that's why I want to compare the 16 gauge speaker wire here from Amazon to something like this. This is the XP custom install in-wall C3. Yeah, high performance precision standard time correct speaker cables. You can see there. What does it say on the end? Magnetic flux tube, and then low pass frequency. So I'll compare something like that to something like as big as this. This is a pretty big. Let's see what this is called. This is called the XPHD. Does it look like, or XPHP? I know it's hard to see that there, but let me try to focus in on it right there. It's the custom Seawall 3, I think, also in-wall rated. But you know, to get an idea, it's a little bit bigger, just to see. So if you see those two gauges, yeah, this one's a little bit bigger. They both got that string that runs through that strand that runs through there. So I'll compare all different sizes, types, brands, and whatnot. And let's have a look at the Amazon stuff. So $10 for this, guys. $10 for 100 feet of speaker cable. That's like got to be that's literally the cheapest stuff I was possibly able to find. I did search around on other sites, of course, but Amazon with the free Prime shipping. I'm a Prime member, have been since like 2010. So, you know, I'm getting a lot of stuff on Amazon. A lot of the stereo stuff I order on Amazon as well. Believe it or not, the Emotiva I got there, the Parasound I got there. Some of the stuff I buy from Audio Advisor, they'll usually have it first. I know Apple was a purchase from Audio Advisor, but yeah, you can get that on Amazon as well for the $549. Do not pay more than $549 for the Apple UDP 203, by the way. I searched that guy like crazy. I wanted to be one of the first people that acquired him. And based on looking at my YouTube videos, I was almost one of the first people to put a full review and you know, visual of that Apple UDP 203. So I'm always going to be happy about that guy. I'm going to hold on to that thing until I die. But yeah, so let's check out the Amazon Basics speaker cable right here. It's 16 gauge. So I'm going to compare. I'll also get the 14 gauge from Amazon. I'll get the 100-foot spool. It doesn't matter what length you get, but, you know, 14 gauge versus 16 gauge Amazon Basics will do. Then I'll do, you know, the cheaper, thinner monster cable stuff. And then I'll do the thicker monster cable stuff. And then I'll compare that to Audioquest and stuff. Acoustic Research I'll compare it to. But as you can see, you know, so this stuff is pretty thin. But let's see if it actually makes a difference. You know, have you ever wondered if thin or cheap speaker wire makes a difference between expensive speaker wire? Well, I have. And I know it's going to make a difference with longer travel, especially with surround speakers. So let's test this stuff and see if it's got any interference or radio frequencies that interfere, or you know, anything that gives us a you know, gives us grounding issues or 60 hertz hum. I don't think we're going to get that from this. I mean, that's more or less in the insulation, and I'm not going to go into like the skin effect and how the signal of the cable actually travels on the skin or the outside of it. But yeah, let's compare that stuff to something like, you know, something a little bit more high end then. I don't have these hooked up right now, but these are my all-time favorite speaker cables, probably in the world. I love these guys, the Type 4s. I've got several of them. I just love how they did the terminations here, how the banana clubs, you know, the banana plugs here at the end. They even come with a little silver polishing cloth, believe it or not. So I can compare that to something like this. And then I'll also go further up. Yes, I know. I'll go Rocket 33 and Rocket 44. Let me just pull them out really quick of these speakers. But these are unique because, well, there's 4 of them at the end. So you can obviously buy wire, not buy amp, but buy wire. Let me get this untangled and kind of pull it out for you. This is pretty thick. This is probably the thickest speaker wire I own. I'm not sure the actual gauge of it inside because obviously there's 4 ran inside here, but these are the 33s. So I will compare Audioquest, I'll compare Acoustic Research, I'll compare a few different kinds, and then to the cheapest Amazon, like I said, $10 for that 100-foot spool. And then I was going to go also with a brand new, I didn't need to because I've got a ton of the monster cable, but I was going to go with, for $22, I did see the cheapest possible, either a 50-foot or a 100-foot spool on Amazon for $22. Yeah, $22. It was discontinued by manufacturer, so it's an older line of speaker cable. Does that really matter, though? I don't think so. So, I've got a ton of, like, I'll show you right now. Let me just go to my bag. just try to find it here. I've got an acoustic research, and I've got a ton of cables in here, but yep, I've got an acoustic research, and I not even, I'll go into what the difference between a digital coax cable and an actual low frequency effect or subwoofer cable is, but I've got these from Acoustic Research as well. They've always made a fine subwoofer cable, but to be honest with you, these will give you your radio station playing through your subwoofer. So these had never performed very well. I'm assuming that if we look here, it looks like the Amazon Basics is a little bit thicker than the Acoustic Research one, which is probably one of the most common. To be honest with you, when I met my first wife, and she had a Valadyne subwoofer when I met her, because she had ended up working at Circuit City, when she was in college and stuff, and was into sound systems, but she actually had this type of cable. I'm pretty sure actually the exact same one. She actually had this one, without ever knowing me. So that's something to be said. What that tells me, it's a very common, probably sold at Circuit City, Best Buy, I'm sure it is. One of the most common subwoofer cables out there that people that don't even care about audio-video stuff are going to use. And then I'll go into something like this with the speaker cable. This has always been one of my favorites for doing things yourself. Those other two Audioquests, the Type 4 and the Rocket 33 and Rocket 44, are obviously pre-terminated for you. But these, the Type 2.1 speaker cable is directional. It's the solid long-grain copper with the quad helix. The Hyperlits, directional. But I love this speaker cable as well. It's really stiff and taut, and you can bend it, because of the long-grain copper well, and then the ends are quite difficult to do termination on, specifically with like a monster cable banana plug. So I'll probably go with a different brand of banana plugs for these, and then obviously cut this off and properly terminate him and stuff. But so I'll compare totally different types of speaker cable. A lot of different cables I want to compare. I actually set up a video earlier at one point on all the different cables that are in my bag right there, ranging from HDMI, network cables, Cat5, Cat6e, a lot of stuff. But yeah, if you care more about the SC05 or want to see him in action, let me know. I can do a video of this stuff all hooked up and pre-pro'd through each other and all that. So yeah, that's what's going on. Got a few more speakers here. I got to set some stuff up at this property. I got to do a few more sound panels and whatnot, but I got a lot of stuff coming, folks. Got a lot of reviews coming. So yeah, I just wanted to show you what I'm working on. Another thing I'm working on too is it's time to make the plunge, and since we're going 11.1, I can add another subwoofer, maybe a Valadyne in the living room here to go 11.2, but we're going to go 11.1 at least before we preamp another Marantz receiver in that room. And I want to test if you can put two Marantz receivers on video together and get Dolby Atmos out of a 7-channel plus my SR7010 as an 11-channel. So yeah, imagine 11 channels plus 7, with a power amp from Emotiva. It's going to be interesting, so I'll do that. I'll try a whole different stuff out, but yeah, I'm going to take the plunge of moving this guy. I've been waiting to do it, moving him on into the Marantz room, and, that was always my favorite setup in my other living room, was Emotiva powering the fronts, but we never tried Emotiva powering the heights, or the rears, or the voice of God, or whatever. So I'll try multiple different configurations with him and whatnot, but yeah, so that's what I'm working on, folks. So, hope you enjoy. I'm going to set all this stuff up soon. I'll set all this up soon, set the projectors up. Got a lot of stuff to compare, a lot of stuff to do. As I said, reviews to get on, whatnot. Got the AC Infinity fans to do the professional review on. And when I do a professional review, I like to actually contact the company myself and get an idea of, go on into specifications of like, well, your fans, utilize ball bearings in them, correct? And a brushless motor. What company makes the brushless motor? And I'm not going to go into specifics of what's the carbon content in the steel that you're using, because they're not going to know that. The engineers probably won't even know that. But what company at least makes the ball bearings for the fans, and who does the termination, for the USB connections for those AC Infinity quiet-cooled 120 millimeter USB cooling fans? Is it you guys in-house, or, as I know, a lot of people probably know this, but a lot of termination to cables, definitely HDMIs. I don't know of any cable company in the US that does termination in-house, that puts the ends on them, terminating them. All that's done in China, guys. A lot of it's done in China. So I don't know one company that actually does it in-house or themselves. So, yeah. No, you can't play with this. I know. But, so yeah, that's what's going on. I'll compare a bunch of speakerware. I got a lot of things to set up and then go from there, folks. And we'll do some reviews soon. Got a lot of stuff coming. But take care. Please subscribe. And I'll be back with potentiating the sound system in the living room. Thank you, and please subscribe.